Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Manchester United career mode. Coming into episode 5, we are currently seated third on the standings on 22 points. Not a bad start to the season, I must say. Our top scorer being Marcus Rashford, sharing the spoils with Nunez and Maddison right behind them on 7 goals. Our first match of this episode, as you can see, is again away against Wolverhampton Wanderers. We are going to Molineux to look for our fifth, if not fifth, sixth, seventh win of the season. We have done well so far. We are good. Rivaling teams like Liverpool and Newcastle, Tottenham, even West Ham, who started off well, are falling off, but we are still there. I'm still in search for a new striker whom we are going to bring in on January. I want to bring someone because, as you can see in the standings, Rashford is like our main striker, scoring 8 goals. Apart from Rashford, we don't have anyone else. Rashford does all the contribution for the team, even the assists. Even Rasmus Højlund, who is supposed to be assisting, is right there just behind. So Rashford is doing a lot. I'm looking for him in the Champions League table. I think he has only some 2-3 goals, so he has 2 goals, 22nd. But I'm on a plan to bring a center forward in January for the next series. In this episode, we have 4 games. We have our Wolverhampton Wanderers game, our Bournemouth game, our Bayern Munich game, and we are going to finish off with the Brighton game. Going into Wolves, this is the lineup I have picked up. Rashford got a knock during training, and so he will be out for this match. Garnacho starts alongside Martial. Midfield, we have Pelistri. Bruno Fernandes is back. Amad Diallo, Amrabat. We have Shaw, Maguire, Delete, and Majruai. Onana in a goal. Those are our 2 games to keep our eyes on. And let's get into this game and perform. We want to outperform Wolves at home at the Molineux, and we have to be at our best. Hello, guys, and welcome to Molineux Stadium. For the match against between Wolverhampton Wanderers and Manchester United. For some reason, the budgets have shrunk when in the loading table, and so here Manchester United kick us off with Garnacho standing over the ball, rolling it to Amad Diallo, who rolls it back to Bruno Fernandes to kickstart the game. Manchester United have been on a good form as far as things stand, and up to now they have been performing. So let's see if they can bring their luck and their performance from the previous Champions League game against Copenhagen into this game. Okay, so game going forward, Amrabat gets it and is immediately dispossessed by Doyle. Doyle, Wolverhampton Wanderers, trying to move forward, but Amrabat was strong and he commits a foul. It was a strong foul, I must say. Wolverhampton Wanderers to start the game they have a free kick at this point of the game, which is going to be floated in by Bueno. Manchester United players flocking to clear the line. Smith is the lead quite awkwardly, but he manages to clear the line. The ball out to Martial, who gives it to Garnacho. No space ahead, so Garnacho turns back, looking for Facundo Pelistri. Facundo Pelistri turns around and goes back to Mathis de Ligt. Finds Mathis de Ligt, who gives it to Harry Maguire. Maguire to Majruai. Majruai sees the run made by Amad Diallo, finds him. Diallo cuts back in. Martial trying to slow reaction. That was a slow reaction. And Wolverhampton Wanderers have the ball again. They are trying to go forward, but Bruno nicks it off, gives it to Garnacho, who opens the scoring for Manchester United. That was calm and composed build-up of play, and it was a mistake from Wolverhampton Wanderers that is dutifully punished by the Manchester United youngster Alejandro Garnacho. Nice assist from Martial, who stood his ground. The assist was from Bruno Fernandes, sorry, not Martial, but nice assist from him because he stood his ground, and it was nice enough that Garnacho managed to open himself to create a chance and open himself up for the goal at that situation. So Manchester United lead Wolverhampton Wanderers by 1-0. Still the first half, a lot more to play. Let's see if Wolverhampton Wanderers can respond in any way, any credible way. But that is that for the Alejandro Garnacho's first goal of the Premier League season, and Manchester United will be looking for more, with Wolverhampton Wanderers looking to equalize. Wolves to kick off the restart with Huang on the ball. Now Doyle's trying to move forward almost immediately, gives it to Nelson Semedo, and it's up for throwing. Wolverhampton Wanderers are coming back on Bueno. Bueno does well to get away from Mazraoui. Bueno, but Mazraoui is still strong. Back to Onana. Onana awkwardly back to Shaw, who is their passes are light, but they are reaching their destinations. Cross back into Martial. 3 minutes added into a half-time. Martial gets the ball forward, but is immediately flocked by 3 players. Can't do anything much about it. Throw into Manchester United in the 46th minute of the game. The ball out to Diallo. Diallo looking for Facundo Pellistri, who finds Garnacho. Garnacho for the second, and he misses. He hits the ball wide. For some reason, he couldn't score. Garnacho misses a chance to take Manchester United, give Manchester United a big advantage going into halftime. But with this ball being floated in by Keane, I think that is that for the first half of this match. Unless there's an opportunity, Bruno Fernandes trying to look for Garnacho again, too far off in front of him. And that should be that for the first half. Good performance from Manchester United as things stand. Garnacho should have made it 2-0 before the stroke of halftime, but he couldn't keep his composure, and in the halftime Manchester United won. Wolves 0. Gonzalez. Wolves are coming forward again. Gonzalez, the well nicked out to Pellistri, who finds Garnacho. Garnacho, an awkwardly bad pass, and now we have Gomez. Wolves are going forward again. Huang, nicely tackled. Mazraoui is taken out. Huang back to Lemina. Lemina trying to turn, can't find the space. Gives it to Bueno. Bueno to cross the ball inside, crosses it, and it needs to be cleared, and penalty to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Manchester United have the record for giving away penalties in this series. Another penalty given away by Manchester United. Luke Shaw tackling, is that Huang? Hichan. That one was not as expected. But Manchester United have conceded a penalty, and Wolves have the chance to make it 1-1. Now it is Huang Hichan against Onana. Huang Hichan off the crossbar and into the net. 1-1. Wolverhampton Wanderers have made their comeback. 15 minutes to go. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Manchester United 1. It was a pretty composed penalty, though I feel like Huang Hichan was going to miss it. It was a lucky bounce of the crossbar and bouncing back into the net. From his execution of the penalty, the ball was going way over the bar, and he's a lucky one. Onana dived the wrong direction, and Huang with his luck brings Wolverhampton Wanderers back into the game. 15 minutes for Manchester United to respond and turn the game back into their favor. They don't want to lose this wonderful winning streak. And here they are trying to account almost immediately. Amad Diallo finds Amrabat. Amrabat out to Amad Diallo. Can they have a quick response? Nice tackle from Kilman. The ball out to Pellistri. 3 minutes still full time. Who finds Garnacho trying to shoot, well blocked. Back to Maguire. Manchester United are sensing the sense of urgency. Fernandes into Diallo. Amad Diallo into Martial. Martial couldn't keep it, but he regains it back. Martial trying to turn away. 5 minutes added time. Martial, I think a little bit too much of a touch, trying to find Amrabat, and it is well cleared by Yeri Lemina. Mazraoui is there to collect, bring the ball back. Amad Diallo, Fernandes, Bruno Fernandes, and a very, very careless pass. Bruno Fernandes, though, he regains it again, and another careless pass which goes past Diallo. The last few minutes of the game or it ends as a draw. Can Manchester United do something in the last minute? No, they can't, and that is that for this match. Full time, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Manchester United 1. Chances were created and chances were lost, and Manchester United dropped 2 points along the road. On to the next match. We are going to make some changes because it has been bad enough in that one. So we bring in Jadon Sancho for this one. Anthony is back for this one. Martinez is back for this one. Rashford is still not back because he is still not fit. He got the knock, he was out for the previous game, but he is still not fit enough for this game. Bringing him on will be a risk. So we are staying with the previous front three: Garnacho, Højlund, and Rashford, Fernandes in that position. 17 minutes in, they are Shaw with the ball, trying to look for the opening against Bournemouth. Eriksen looking for the pass to Bruno Fernandes, well collected by Randolph. Bournemouth putting up that defensive lineup that we saw a few weeks ago that Nottingham Forest put up against Manchester United. No ball being allowed into the box. Now they are being swarmed. Well nicked by Garnacho. Garnacho finds Anthony into Højlund. Højlund with all the space. Why did he pass? He had all the space in the world to work with. The ball back to Højlund. Højlund driving up the pitch. Where are the defenders? Into Garnacho, who releases a shot, a first time shot, well saved. That was a great shot from Garnacho, but that was a very good save from Randolph. Corner to be floated in by Bruno Fernandes. Bournemouth are still keeping their defensive shape. Well cleared. Only as far as Shaw though. Anthony, who gives into Anthony. Maybe creates some space for Akala. Couldn't find the space, gives it back to Eriksen. Eriksen who finds Sancho. Sancho who finds Højlund. Højlund tries a shot. Refuses, but Sancho had the chance to shoot and he shoots wide. He had the space to take his time and execute the shot perfectly. But the pressure is getting to Manchester United players. It's 5 minutes till half time and they still haven't managed to create one good opportunity against Bournemouth, who are defensively strong. To a point you may feel Bournemouth are lucky, but they are strong enough. As you can see, Kake is trying to drive forward and the ball is immediately nicked, but they have it back again. Adams, 5 minutes to go, gives it to the ball back to Adams. Adams who finds Tavernier. Marcus Tavernier skips away from Højlund, gives it back to Adams. Adams being chased down by Anthony. Højlund get to receive the ball. That was a pretty awkward part of play for both players. Marcus Tavernier to Macondes. Well nicked by Anthony, who tries to find Dalot. Dalot gets the ball, but that's another careless pass from Manchester United's POV. They are not playing as well as you'd expect Manchester United to play, or the Manchester United that was so strong a few episodes ago. The Manchester United that beat Bayern Munich. So not strong enough from them in this game, and it ends another grueling draw. Manchester United 0, Bournemouth 0 in the first half. Second half action underway. 10 minutes to go. Manchester United have not managed to find a way or an opening through the Bournemouth defense. Martial being given the ball, trying to turn. We have Martial trying to turn, who looks for the space and finds Mount. Mason Mount turns back in, well rolled. Mason Mount with the chance to shoot. He shoots and it is wide. His shot is high. And Bournemouth have survived the sequence of play. Last few minutes of play, and that should be that for this game. Manchester United 0, Bournemouth 0 for their sixth draw of the season. Manchester United are really not having it light, and teams are keeping them from scoring. Let's see what we can do in our next match. Our next match sees us face Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Marcus Rashford is back, and maybe with him comes back our luck. Bruno Fernandes captains this game. Casemiro is back into the lineup. Tyrell Malacia takes over Luke Shaw, who is fatigued. Mathis Delit, Martinez, Majroy, and that is the lineup for the game. Maybe follow up at the Galatasaray Copenhagen game. That's the game I'm interested in, because Galatasaray are breathing down our neck at this point. Let's go into this Bayern game and seal our knockout phase. Welcome to Old Trafford for the second leg of the Bayern Munich Manchester United game. The first meeting between these two ended in a 1-1 draw. Bayern had a red card, but they still managed to keep Manchester United at bay. And so with that, Manchester United welcome Bayern to Old Trafford, trying to show them that if they could manage to get a draw against them at the Allianz, then maybe they can beat them at home. But remember that one, Bayern Munich had a red card. Today hopefully Bayern Munich don't get a red card and they play with all 11 men. Okay, so here we can see that the Manchester United players are pretty confident. Scott McTominay back into this game. Manchester United lineup, we have Andre Onana who starts in goal. Malacia, Martinez, Delit, Mazroy, that's the back four. Sancho, Casemiro, Garnacho, Fernandes, that's the midfield, and front we have Rashford and Højlund. So it was Højlund who looked like Scott McTominay that you heard me mention just a few seconds back. Bayern Munich come into this match with an unchanged lineup from the previous meeting between the two, with Manuel Neuer in goal, Harry Kane leading the line, Jamal Musiala, Coman, Leroy Sané, We have João Palhinha and we have Leon Goretzka in the central defensive midfield positions. Bayern Munich kicked this game off looking for their revenge against Manchester United for holding them to a 1-1 draw in the initial phase of the Champions League. And so here we see Kane with the ball. Kane trying to roll out again, and he has lost some few chances, and somehow, yeah, my game is lagging. My game is hanging for some reason. I can't get to continue. It's seriously hanging. Okay, sorry about that there, but the game is back on. Hopefully it doesn't lag. It's just a problem with my CPU cooling again. I was charging while playing with it. So, but here we are. Manchester Casemiro with the ball. Who finds Rashford? Rashford opened up well. Marcus Rashford into space. Marcus Rashford opens the scoring for Manchester United against Bayern Munich. Who knew this was coming? It was never seen anywhere, but Marcus Rashford is back, and he is back with a bang. The previous two games for Manchester United have not all been friendly, but Marcus Rashford is back and scores with his first touch of the ball after a little bit of a knock that he got during training. What a wonderful execution by that player. That is great. Well worked out by Marcus Rashford to open the scoring for Manchester United against Bayern Munich. Sorry about that. But Bayern are looking to respond almost immediately. So Hurricane and so Tottenham. Sorry about that. Gives it to Musiala. Musiala trying to open up. Well tackled by Malacia. Sancho. Casemiro. Manchester United look to play for behind. Well executed by Casemiro to Mazraoui. Mazraoui back to Casemiro. Hoyland looking for Garnacho. The Garnacho open. Garnacho sees Fernandes making the run. Fernandes turns back, trying to look for Rashford in behind him. And that is well cleared by Bayern Munich. The Manchester United players still have it again. Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, another pass out to Garnacho. Garnacho is opening well enough in this game. Cuts back in. Wow, that was well executed, and they have a free kick. Manchester United have a free kick at a dangerous position, but that was a good execution from Garnacho to send Kingsley Coman flying onto the floor. Was that Alphonso Davies? It was Alphonso Davies. An awkward cross into the box. Falls kindly to Malacia. Can't get the shot away. And Bayern Munich have the chance to clear the ball at this point. Gives it to Serge Gnabry, who sends Malacia flying. That one is revenge for what was done to Alphonso Davies on the other side by Garnacho. Casemiro, that one is Palhinha. Casemiro is trying to capture, and he has gotten it, as Galatasaray opened the scoring against Copenhagen. Dries Mertens scoring, so this win is a must. This game is a must win for us. Rashford turns back, and that's a poor pass. Hoyland opening the space. Garnacho back with the ball. Bayern Munich are still coming in front. They're not giving up. Mazraoui manages to nick it. Back to Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Nice pass. Rashford. Will his pace manage? Rashford gets the better of Kimmich. Rashford makes it 2-0. Wonderful sequence of play from Manchester United. The ball was bouncing a little bit in the midfield area, but a wonderful sequence of play means Manchester United make it 2-0 against Bayern Munich. If they can keep this lead, they will have sealed this game by March, and it will mean a lot. It will mean both Manchester United and Bayern have progressed into the knockout stages. Nice execution from Rashford. His pace was the determining factor towards the scoring of the second goal, but it was a good assist from Bruno Fernandes. Fourth goal in the Champions League for Marcus Rashford, and he is really back. Bayern Munich start the ball again, looking for a way to respond almost immediately, but Musiala was caught there, looking for Kane. Mazraoui well tackled. Garnacho. Hoyland looking for Garnacho, but bad execution. Rasmus Hoyland, Garnacho to find Hoyland again. Hoyland with the space. Hoyland's shot just kisses the outside of the post and goes wide. That was a nice chance for Rasmus Hoyland to score his first goal in the Champions League, and Kimmich poorly does it. But Bayern seem to be trying to come forward again. It has been 30 minutes since the second half, 20 minutes since the second half resumed, and their response is still not good enough. But here they come. Conrad Lima, well tackled enough. Malaysia gives it back to Martinez. Martinez almost lost it. Delete collects, and Delete loses it, but well collected by Delete again. Majroy trying to open up, sees the run made by Garnacho. Garnacho comes back, cuts back to take it. That nice. Rasmus Højlund. Højlund crosses it into the box, held by Rashford, but comfortable enough for Manuel Neuer. Garnacho finds Rashford. Rashford sees Sancho. Jadon Sancho, that was a wild attempt. Poor. 5 minutes to go. Manchester United still lead Bayern Munich by 2-0. They may have secured this one, but will they manage to keep a clean sheet up until full time? That has been a problem for Manchester United in the recent games. Konlaima, and we have Garnacho with the ball. Højlund trying to turn, dispossessed by Goretzka. Sane moving forward, can't see the opening. Casemiro sees Garnacho sees the run made by Bruno Fernandes to Marcus Rashford. What a save by Manuel Neuer, and Joshua Kimmich clears it away, but only as far as Sancho, and it is out. That was a nice save from Manuel Neuer. I must say that one was a good one. But Bruno Fernandes finds Marcus Rashford again. Rashford a chance to crosses it in, looking for Højlund, but couldn't collect. And Bayern Munich managed to get the ball away. Maybe an opening for them to pull one back. Majroy for Upamecano. Jamal Musiala dispossessed by Tarel Malaysia, who also loses the ball in a blind pass. But that should be that for the game. Manchester United beat Bayern Munich by 2-0. No one saw it coming, but the star of the game, Marcus Rashford, out from a training knock and back with 2 goals to seal Manchester United's knockout phase of the Champions League. That was a great performance by the Manchester United team, and heads up to Marcus Rashford, who takes man of the match. Great performance, I must say, in this game. I mean, we dominated it. The Brighton game is the final game of the episode. Welcome, guys. I've made no tweak to the team that won, only bringing in Shaw and benching Malaysia, but no change at all to the team that won against Bayern Munich. Maybe this one can bring back our Premier League luck, because we drew our first 2 games of the Premier League and we will want to draw another one. We'll be falling off from the pack that is leading the Premier League at this point. So the Brighton vs Manchester United Stadium, live from the Amex Stadium here in Brighton, England. That is Kauri Mitoma. Manchester United to kickstart the game. Remember, they have drawn two of their previous games. That was away at they drew 2 of their last games. One was at home to Bournemouth, and the other one was away at Wolves. But they try to get this game started with immediately, but Bruno Fernandes loses the ball forward. Now Moda to bring it forward. Facundo Buonanotte looking for the chance. Moda back to Dahoud trying to sneak one through, but well tackled by Delete to Højlund to Garnacho. Garnacho has some space, sees Rashford with the chance. Rashford cuts back in. Maybe Rashford with the chance to make it 1-0. I mean, Marcus Rashford was the missing link for this Manchester United team. The first 2 games of the episode really needed Marcus Rashford in the game, and I think he is instrumental for Manchester United's performance this season. Without him, they will be struggling. That is a really nice goal. Manages to get away from the defenders and squeezes it into the near post, even though he had the far side part of the goal all open to him, trying to squeeze it as much as possible, and nothing still could do about it. That is 1-0 for Manchester United. Marcus Rashford's 9th Premier League goal. Brighton kick off again, trying to respond almost immediately. Solly Marsh looking for Facundo Buonanotte, couldn't get there. Bruno Fernandes has nowhere to go, well covered by the players. And it was also a free kick. Moda coming forward. He's still coming forward, well dispossessed by Delete, who gives it to Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro to Bruno. Højlund sees Garnacho up wide open. Alejandro Garnacho, maybe for a shot, and it is saved, well saved by Steele. And Bruno Fernandes tries another one, but it just goes wide. Bruno Fernandes' second attempt was a wild one, but it was worth it. It was good enough. Garnacho did a chance to make it 2-0, couldn't convert. Still remains Brighton and Hove Albion 1-0, Manchester United 1. Brighton have the ball again, but Casemiro dispossesses well. Luke Shaw to Fernandes, who also loses it. Bruno Fernandes, nice tackle. Setting off Rasmus Højlund. Højlund with the space, 2-0. Rasmus Højlund was just in the right position at the right time. An unexpected assist from Bruno Fernandes, who was trying to regain the ball that he had lost. And Rasmus Højlund seals the deal right before halftime. 2-0. Don't expect Brighton to come back from this unless Manchester United fall off. It has not been a good game for Brighton in front of their home fans as Rasmus Højlund scores his third goal of the season. 5 minutes to go till halftime. Can they hold on to this? And that was a mistake. Rasmus Højlund capitalizes on Van Heke's mistake. Rasmus Højlund, cool, calm, composed. 3-0 to Manchester United. Right before halftime, Rasmus Højlund scores a brace. 2 goals in 2 minutes. Manchester United lead Brighton and Hove Albion by 3-0. Rasmus Højlund, who has not had a good scoring streak, does well to dispossess Van Heke of the ball and score his 4th goal of the season. What a composed finish. You can see that still coming out in goal, but Højlund holds it, wait for him to come out of the goal line and just places it into the bottom corner. Brighton are out again. Maybe another mistake. Rashford again. Rashford trying to capitalize, and now they hold their nerves. That is really poor from Brighton. Brighton are playing poorly. Remember, they are bottom of the league at this stage, and so we are just battering them. We are seriously crushing their hopes of making it better. But maybe they can finish on a high. Solimash looking for Facundo Buonanotte. Couldn't find him, and well cleared as far as Højlund, who finds Rashford. Well tackled, although Fabrice Estupinan. And he loses the ball again. Bruno Fernandes to Højlund. Højlund has some space to work with. Højlund to bring it in. Across into the box looking for Rashford. Well cleared. Bruno Fernandes tries to turn again and couldn't do anything about it. The initial shot from Casemiro, it was a good volley, but nothing much you could do about it. Bruno also attempts another attempt before halftime, and that's it for the first half. Manchester United 3, Brighton 0. Another nice ball to Rashford. Marcus Rashford to shoot. Well tackled by Van Heke. Well tackled. That was great defense. You love to see such types of defenses in a team, but the clearance by still is not good. Brighton are lucky enough to have it again. Looking for Welbeck. They were looking for Welbeck. Finds him, and again delete. That is poor from Mazraoui. Højlund back to Mazraoui. Back to Højlund, who finds Garnacho looking for Rashford. Well, it's intercepted. Højlund has the ball. Rasmus Højlund's shot saved, and it's well cleared by Van Heke. Well cleared, but that was a good save. Dispossessed there by delete. There it's 4-1. Gives it to Amad Diallo. He has 2 options to the right. Bruno Fernandes in the space. 4-0. Bruno Fernandes brings Manchester United's performance back into the Premier League and seals a 5-star performance by the Manchester United lads today. It was good enough. It was 5-on-4, and Bruno Fernandes found the space. An assist by Amad Diallo, the substitute, who has instant impact in this game. And Manchester United lead the game by 4-0. This is surely done. Nothing much Brighton can do about this now, losing poorly to Manchester United. There's a reason they are bottom of the league, and it is practically their performance. James Milner still trying. Maybe there's some glimmer of hope for maybe a consolation score one in front of the home fans to bring the psych back. Nice from James Milner, who weaves himself past the defenders. And he's still weaving, he's still going, but his clearance is poor. Mason Mount with the ball, looks at Sancho to Diallo, maybe another chance. Diallo goes past one and still collects it again. Amad Diallo, that is a poor pass. What was I even doing? What was I looking for? But that's a poor pass from Amad Diallo, and that should be that for the game. Manchester United win against Brighton and Hove Albion by 4-0, cementing a statement that they are back in the Premier League, and nothing should be said about it, because they were just away for a while. Marcus Rashford, the key factor in this game and also in the previous games, bringing Manchester United spirits back up. And look at that, 10 goals, 6 on target. Rasmus Højlund takes man of the match with his brace, and Rashford's performance is too lowly overstated there, understated there. But Manchester United are back, and I also brought in Animal Mabry and Diallo, who asked me for opportunities. I'm a good coach. I mean, if you come to me, tell me that you want to play, and if you are ready, I will give you the chance. So those 2 draws and that 1 win mean Manchester United sit 4th, lower than where we started the league, but we were overtaken by Arsenal again, who moved into 2nd. So Arsenal have done a double passage of play, and Manchester we sit 4th with 27 points. I'm going to show you the full table in a while, but here you can see we have our next game against Liverpool. So that's the table for you guys. Newcastle lead by 29 points, winning 8 and drawing 5 and losing only 1. We have won 7, drawn 6 and lost 1. We have also conceded quite a number of goals, 7, but I think that's the lowest in the league. I should say we have a pretty good defense. 27 points, 4th. Manchester City are still down in 12th. Spurs are still down in 10th. Chelsea are still down in 9th. I don't know what's happened to City in this alternate universe of ours of the Premier League. But Brighton sit down dead last, only winning once, drawing thrice, and losing 10 times. That's poor from the team from Brighton. And that's that for this part. And in the Champions League, Manchester United and Bayern Munich are through, as you can see. So it's just about battle for first. Who will get first place to play second place when the seeds will be made. PSV and Arsenal are both through. Real Madrid, Napoli are through. Inter, Benfica are both. No, Benfica is at a risk. Sociedad and Salzburg will also still make it. Feyenoord, Atletico are through. Atletico are mathematically through due to goal difference. Newcastle and Newcastle are also performing here. They have a quite good performance in the league. PSG are still at a risk. Manchester United City are through, and Barcelona, Porto are also through. That's it for this episode. That was a pretty good one. We have performed, we have done well. We still have a lot to do. In the next episode, catch us as we begin our match against Liverpool at away. It's at home against Liverpool. Really good test to start against 4th. In the next episode, we also have our Copenhagen match, our final match of the Champions League, and maybe start making plans for the new transfer window. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace, and subscribe.